Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. So, this is a quick 5-minute live, 5 minutes or so, talking about public speaking fear, specifically public speaking coaching versus public anxiety therapy. I have been getting some really good advice from my sales coach in the sales coaching program I'm in about marketing on lack and marketing based on fear, which never sat right with me anyway. But recently, I was in some conversations with different people about our businesses as entrepreneurs. And one or two of the people really leaned heavily into marketing based on fear. And here's the thing from my business, I cannot speak for anyone else's work, but for my business, that's a real it's not only I don't think a good marketing move, but it's completely counter to what makes sense for my clients. For example, public speaking fear is 100% natural. And for people who are experts in their field, they're moving forward in their careers or up, they're at the top of their game or they're heading for the top of their game. Those people will have understandable natural fears and anxieties that are part of my work to work with. However, a lot of people have public speaking anxiety, and that is another thing that needs a different expert to work on. Now, I was raised by a clinical psychologist. I'm married to a clinical psychologist. This does not mean I am going to be providing therapy. I'm not qualified. So, to be 100% clear, when you're doing whatever your work is as an entrepreneur or, business business leader and you're getting your information out there, if you're operating from a place of, I have to scare people into working with me, is that really is that the environment you want to create for yourself and for them? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. In my case, I very much want to work with people who want to develop their confidence and their skill set and attain new levels. But there are some paralyzing fears that are tied up with public speaking. And there's really good solid work that can be done on that with somebody who's a trained professional. So I'm going to say if you're thinking about expanding your horizons as a speaker or moving up in your career, heading for the C-suite or you're in it and you're getting on large stages and you really need to be able to nail it out of the park, think about when you want to get support on that, when you want to bring in a professional to work with you, because it may very well be that what you need is a different professional to start with. In this case, if public speaking is something that makes you uncomfortable, come do some coaching. If it's something that makes you have trouble breathing, that's a completely different professional. So think in terms about that, because not only would I love to help encourage other people not to be marketing based on lack and fear, but I also want to help everybody who's coming to me to understand what the journey is going to be, because I want to support people to be able to change the world with their voice. And that means that there's different kinds of professionals people need to be working with. And it's getting loud here. So I'm going to wrap this up. Please follow me on all the things. I have a podcast. I'm on YouTube. You name it. Like, subscribe, do all of that. And if you want to check out my podcast, please go find Ongoing Mastery Presenting and Speaking. Okay. And then I will do one more, which is it's not visually the best looking because, as I said a million times, I will keep saying I look like a big peach moon because I forgot to wear camera-friendly makeup that day. But my TEDx, one over here, there we go, right there, is a pretty strong example of how to include speaker choreography in your work. So if you want to know what speaker choreography is, go watch my TEDx. Please, if you watch it all the way to the end. Otherwise, I get dinged. So Let me know what you think about it and notice what I'm doing physically in that speech and connecting that to the words. And that is what I mean by speaker choreography. All right. So check it out. Let me know what you think. There we've hit about 5 minutes. Happy Monday, everybody.